This Hall of Fame enshrinee could be called an achiever, a doer, a leader, successful, a high flyer, and yes, a hero. He would just say he was doing his job. Vernon Gayle Alexander was born October 26, 1921 in Lexington, Kentucky. His mother, C.A., was a secretary for a horse farm operation, and his father, Harry, was a pharmacist. Gayle's only sibling was older, a brother named Harry, who later became a pilot and Air Force lieutenant colonel. In 1927, at age 6, Gayle saw Charles Lindbergh in Lexington, and he was forever attracted to aviation. At age 9, Gayle shadowed Dr. R.L. Pontius while taking care of animals. It was then that he decided he wanted to become a veterinarian. In 1936, at age 15, with the love and support of his grandmother, Gayle took his first flying lesson. Showing great aptitude, he soloed after his second lesson. After completing his cross-country, Gayle was awarded his pilot's license after only taking 3 lessons. He would say that he was just doing his job. While attending the University of Kentucky, the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor, prompting Gayle to enlist in the United States Army. After earning his wings in October 1942 and being the best of his class, Gayle was assigned to be a flight instructor. He taught in the AT-6 for over a year, but his real goal was to become a fighter pilot. He asked a high-level connection of his grandmother's for a transfer to fighters. He was reassigned, but to his surprise, it was as a flight instructor on the B-24, a 4-engine bomber. 22 months later, he was assigned for training on a B-24 crew. Coincidentally, his brother Harry was in command. Harry did try to get Gayle assigned to the P-38 fighter squadron, but the orders were rescinded due to the serious need for bomber pilots. Gayle was assigned as the lead pilot with a B-24, which he named the Kentucky Cloudhopper. He and crew were stationed with the 8th Air Force 493rd Bomb Group in Ipswich, England. His first mission was D-Day, June 6, 1944, flying over France. Like a personal signature, Gayle ordered and enforced that his entire crew wear their parachutes, which were often clumsy and awkward. Even though not popular, this command would later prove to be monumental and life-saving. He would say that he was just doing his job. After flying 6 combat missions, Gayle was singled out and assigned to the Royal Air Force. He was trained to fly a Pathfinder B-24 and later a B-17G that was fitted with a radar pod. They would refer to this kind of aircraft as a Mickey ship. Its intent use was to fly in front of the formation to facilitate critical precision bombing by locating the target using radar. A high-level officer, usually a colonel or general, was required to fly with the Pathfinder bomber to oversee the munitions release. Consequently, all of the other bombers behind them had their command to drop their bombs on the Pathfinder's queue. Gayle led his crew on his 7th through 19th missions as one of these Pathfinder missions. On the 19th mission, on November 2, 1944, Gayle was leading 3 bomb groups consisting of 1,200 aircraft over a synthetic fuel plant in Merlsburg, Germany. 63 bombers would be lost on that mission. One of them was Gayle's B-17. Because of Gayle's order to have his crew wear their parachutes, 7 of them survived. Unfortunately, 4 more did not. He had been flying at 26,000 feet when an anti-aircraft shell exploded on his wing between engine 2 and the fuselage where the fuel tank was located. He was blown out of the plane. He was captured by 2 German soldiers and forced to march in 2 feet of snow. He was barefoot as his boots had been blown off during the explosion. After several miles, all 3 were exhausted, particularly Gayle. The soldier behind Gayle had taken to poking him in the back to the skin with a bayonet, to the point that Gayle grabbed the bayonet with his bare hand and in no uncertain terms harshly admonished the soldier to stop. The soldier stopped. After being interned at Stalag 3, he was forced to join 6,000 other prisoners on a 550-mile death march during one of the coldest winters in German history. He survived and was liberated April 29, 1945. Once home, Gayle earned a DVM from Ohio State University in 1949. Establishing a successful small animal hospital, he practiced veterinary medicine, specializing in large animals, and provided expertise to the horse, cattle, and breeding industries. Retiring in 1976, Gayle worked on his farm in Jessamine County until 2015. Gayle's medals, awards, and recognitions have been many, with the most recent being the highest decoration bestowed by France, the French Legion of Honor, for his service during the war. Aren't we fortunate that the men and women of the United States Armed Forces, like Dr. Alexander, are living their lives and just doing their jobs? It is therefore fitting that Dr. Vernon Gayle Alexander be enshrined into the official Aviation Hall of Fame of the Commonwealth of Kentucky.